I don't think Michigan aspires to win a national title.
You can't recruit like Georgia, Michigan. Neither can Michigan State. The talent of USC teams and the talent of most teams in the Big Ten.
He's just a sophomore. He'll play next year.
You will never recruit another 5-star quarterback as long as Jim Harbaugh is the head coach of your program. If J.J. McCarthy is not out there for that cupcake schedule to start the season. Absolutely love it. USC and UCLA moved to the Big Ten. Terry?
Yes, sir.
I'm concerned for Michigan, and I'm going to focus on Michigan. I don't want to... I'm going to put Michigan State to the side a little bit for this conversation because I have confidence in Mel Tucker right now. I'm confident in the way he's branding, or I should say rebranding Michigan State, the way he's going about his recruiting, his ties in the South. I'm confident in it. Is it national championship worthy? There's a lot of years ahead for Michigan State. But Michigan? Jim Harbaugh is an excellent coach. But boy, is he stuck in the past. And if I'm Michigan right now and I'm looking at, and again, let's just be real, it's about money. The whole deal's about money. Everybody's happy. They're making more money. But if you're actually trying to compete at the national scale, 6 of the last 7 quarterbacks to start and win in the college football playoff were all first-round picks. Stetson Bennett, the most recent one, going back and returning it to Georgia, game managed type quarterback, but hey, it's easy to manage when you have 11 players that played in the NFL on defense, along with a stacked offense. A little different. They're the exception. But how are you going to win? Nick Saban is telling you, you need a dynamic quarterback, you need a high-powered offense, because you're not going to be able to stop C.J. Stroud in Ohio State. You're not going to be able to stop even Georgia. You're not going to be able to stop any of these teams. Clemson. What's next for Michigan? USC's coming to town. Caleb Williams. Well, it won't be Caleb in 2 years, but still, Lincoln Riley and whatever #1 recruit he's going to have, because in Southern Cal, they get all the best players. How are you going to compete with that? You're going to start Cade McNamara's future brother? Is that who you're going to start? And you think you're actually going to beat these teams? Like, I'm not mad at Michigan. I want you to be better. You won the... I was so happy for Michigan winning the Big Ten. It's so good for college football. But boy, if you're honest about it, you're not even close to the teams at the top. You were good enough this season to win the Big Ten. Yes, great accomplishment. You might go another 10 years trying to play this way. Hurts me.
I don't know if USC hurts Michigan from the standpoint that I'm assuming USC is going to be in the West Division, and Michigan still has to beat Ohio State on a consistent basis. But the mindset at Michigan is not to win a national title. The mindset of Michigan is still that old, antiquated. You talked about Harbaugh still being stuck. You're absolutely right. He learned under Bo. He still got the Bo tendencies under him. The whole thing is beat Ohio State and win the Big Ten. I don't think Michigan aspires to win a national title. And maybe that's why they still have Cade McNamara as quarterback. Here's what I believe. Harbaugh looks at it. All right, Cade gave me everything I wanted. A Big Ten title, and we beat Ohio State. That's all he wants. The fact that they got slaughtered by Georgia, yeah, he'll come out and publicly and say, yeah, damn it, I wanted to win that game. But deep down, he probably knew he couldn't win it, and he doesn't care that much.
Yeah, look, I know Jim was stroking it in the mirror, looking at himself, what a genius he was. Because Cade McNamara failed to throw a touchdown in 5 games in the regular season last season.
Well, yeah, when you had
six of the 12 games, he threw a touchdown or less. 5 of them, he didn't throw a touchdown at all.
Okay, but you're forgetting about Hassan Haskins on the goal line. They're going to give it to him. He's in. Like,
I understand. I understand. But, again, you think playing that way, that'll beat Indiana, that'll beat NIU, that'll beat Rutgers, probably beat Northwestern.
It beat Ohio State last year.
It'll beat Maryland. It beat Ohio State last year.
But Ohio
for
State
the first time,
came down to everybody's level for the first time in years.
And Ohio State is now going back to the level we all expect them to be at. High-powered offense, solid at the offensive line, decent at the defensive front. Like, again, last year, it worked. I'm not talking about last year anymore. Next. What's next? Life moves on. Life moves on always. I fall in a puddle. All right, cool. I have the whole day in front of me. Get over it. Tough luck. What's the point? What's next is that you will go another 10 years with this model without beating Ohio State or winning a Big Ten.
When you say that Jim Harbaugh's stuck in the past, I just want clarification. What do you mean by that?
Offensively.
Okay.
They are very stubborn offensively. And like I said, you'll win 7-8 games minimum with Jim Harbaugh playing that way. You'll never have to worry about being a 3-4 win team over a 12-game schedule. Jim Harbaugh will win you football games. A damn good coach. But I look at... How did Clemson become a national program? Do you forget? Deshaun Watson. Oh, and then they recruited another one because they were successful with him, and that was Trevor Lawrence. What do you know? Won a national title with both. Stenson Bennett. You can't recruit like Georgia, Michigan. Neither can Michigan State. That's hard to do. Sorry. So yeah, you're going to have to overcompensate at skill positions and the quarterback position. You had the number 2 overall pick in the draft this year. Well done. Nobody expected Aiden Hutchinson to be that good. He was phenomenal. It was amazing. You rely on that for the next 10 years. I'll see you guys in 10 years. You won't be at Ohio State again. And you won't win a Big Ten title. And I'm not saying it cynically. I'm trying to help you understand what you need to do to compete with teams like this moving forward. USC, are you probably going to beat them a few times? Sure, maybe. But what happens when Lincoln Riley's program actually starts clicking? Right now, they're going to win 10 games minimum this year.
What's going to happen when USC has to come up here in the cold, big fella?
Oh. Ohio State didn't have a problem with it for the last 20 years.
Ohio State plays in the cold.
I mean, it's not that serious.
Cold day at USC is 60.
Maybe the weather hinders them. Oof. The talent of USC teams and the talent of most teams in the Big Ten. And then you have your Michigan States, and then your Ohio States that are
well, USC's not there yet. You're assuming they're going to get there.
USC right now is more talented than Michigan. The team they have now is more talented.
I think
would say defensively
they'll
that's
have
defensively no.
Offensively
Offensively
definitely.
Easily.
Yes, but defensively,
I
USC
just told you Nick
still has a lot of question
Saban,
marks.
Nick Saban, the greatest defensive coach of all time, is showing you need to telling you I can't win just because of my defense. I need to go get Tua Tagovailoa, Jalen Hurts, now Bryce Young. I need to go get Jamison Williams, Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Julio Jones. Guys, come on.
So
get with the goddamn time. I'm not telling you to mimic every program. Just do me a favor. You have a 5-star recruit? I don't know. He might be good. You might as well play him. And if he sucks, great. Move on. Move on. What, you want to preserve a 10-win season this year? Why? Why? What does that do for you? How's that going to get the next 5-star quarterback? You're not getting another 5-star quarterback after J.J. McCarthy if he doesn't play.
Well, Adam, he's just a sophomore. He'll play next year.
He'll be transferred halfway into the season if he's not the starter. As he fucking should. Because I would give 2 middle fingers to that program if I'm a 5-star recruit and you're starting that bum over me. When every time I came into the game last season, I was the one throwing the ball down the field effectively, not the guy that was starting. Kick rocks. Is J.J. McCarthy matured in decision-making? Is he prone to turnovers? You can have that conversation. His pros totally outweigh the cons. I can't believe it. Can't believe it.
Turnovers lose you football games. So,
yeah, and not being able to throw the football more than 3 yards down the field loses you football games, Terry.
Didn't last year. Not until the end.
1 year. I have 30, 40 years of them getting their ass kicked, playing the same way, not adapting to Ohio State in the early 2000s, not adapting to Michigan State in the late 2000s, not adapting to the Urban Meyer Ohio State. Yes, they got a bad spot. That was unfortunate. Sorry, you can't change history. It hasn't been working. And it wasn't close over the last few years. Let's be real. You won last year. So happy. Big Ten champions. So happy. Love seeing Michigan at the top because it's good for college football. But do me a favor. Go look how everybody else is winning. Go look in the NFL. It's a copycat league. Why can't you copycat as Michigan? Are you too proud of yourselves? Is it too astute of a program? Am I missing something?
No, but what you're missing is the mentality of Jim Harbaugh, who you call a great coach or very good coach.
No, he's a great coach.
All right.
No, he's a great coach.
He's still got that 70s and 80s mentality.
That's a problem.
That he needs to get rid of if he's going to step up and move beyond just beating Ohio State on occasion and winning the Big Ten on occasion. The thing that we forget, maybe we don't forget, but we ignore, is Michigan hasn't beaten Ohio State on a consistent basis in decades.
Since the 90s, early 90s,
Right.
excuse me.
They won a game against them last year, and congratulations.
1st and 10.
But they won when Ohio State was more like a Big Ten team. The years before, Ohio State was more like an SEC team or the elite SEC team. They're kicking everybody's butt. Nobody really came close, and that included Michigan. They didn't beat Michigan, dude. They clowned Michigan. No, remember we talked about, damn, look at that speed on the Ohio State offense. Michigan doesn't have the speed. For 1 year, they had the speed.
Since 2010, Ohio State beat Michigan 37-7. Michigan won 40-34 in 2011, and then it was Ohio State winning 26-21, 42-41, 42-28, 42-13, 30-27, 31-20, 62-39, 56-27. Didn't play the COVID game, and then Michigan won last season 42-27.
See,
You want me to go in the 2000s? Because Ohio State only lost twice, from 2000 to 2009. In 10 years, they lost twice. In 20 years, they've lost 4 times. They've won 16 of the last 20 meetings. They've won 18 of the last 22 meetings. And you tell me that it's working, guys. I'm not asking for a national championship every year. I'm not stupid. I'm not a fanatical. I just want to see progress. Last year was progress. It was a damn good thing to see from Michigan. But don't sit there and tell me, like I haven't been watching the last 22 fucking years, that this is working and we can replicate it. Fish, I don't give a damn. Sorry. Get it together. You will never recruit another 5-star quarterback as long as Jim Harbaugh is the head coach of your program. If J.J. McCarthy is not out there for that cupcake schedule to start the season, looking good and getting reps in. You start Cade. Those first 4 games, shame on you. Shame on you, because we all know you're going to win the 4 games. But boy, it'd be nice to get him reps going into the Big Ten schedule heading into October. But you won't do it, will you? Continue to be Michigan.
He might start J.J. McCarthy.
I hope so.
But I think what he feels is important to do is let everybody know it's a competition. He doesn't want to just give him the job. He wants him to compete for it. He wants him to win the job in camp. That's the way they work things at Michigan and a lot of programs. So you, as a coach, might just say, hey, JJ, you're the more talented guy. This is your job. But for whatever reason, football coaches believe, and basketball coaches too, you earn this job. So we're going to announce a starter in August, or maybe Bo a couple times named his starter the week of the first game. I mean, it was like Wednesday, and I think players knew, but the public didn't know who was going to be.
Can I share something with you?
Go ahead.
Before we go to break. We're going to go a little bit long. I'm sorry, but just give me a second. When asked about the starting quarterback situation, there were 2 responses, one from Cade, one from JJ. I'd like to share it with you. I would love your opinion on it.
Okay.
Cade McNamara said, I'm a proven quarterback, and I'm a Big Ten winning quarterback. I know what I can do.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't even acknowledge anything. That's fine. I'm very confident, which is surprising for a guy that throws the ball more than 3 yards maybe once every game. And then J.J. McCarthy said, whatever's best for Michigan, I will do. And I'm going to compete to try and be the starting quarterback of the Michigan Wolverines. I mean, night and day for me in terms of where they're both at mentally. Cade feels the pressure. I'm sure he does. He knows that this kid's on his back. Everybody in practice, I'm sure, knows this kid's wicked, way more talented. But I'm only looking out for your interest, Michigan. And I'm not sitting here telling you to start JJ so you can lose 5 games this year. It's not the case. I think you win 10 games with JJ McCarthy. 8 games at home, away to Columbus, home to Michigan State, who I think you beat this year. Come on. Stop playing the games. Stop trying to do it Bo's way. Go look at Nick Saban. Go look at Kirby Smart, Lincoln Riley. Even go look at teams like Ole Miss, Florida. I know they're SEC teams. Look at Ohio State and Ryan Day. Why don't you want to aspire to be that way? When that's what's working. Why? I don't like having this conversation because I don't like dragging Michigan. Because I think they're an amazing program. Having said that.
You know why they don't do that?
Get with the goddamn times.
You know why they don't do that?
Why is that?
When they open up the gates on Saturday, more than 100,000 people are showing up. They're still getting positive press. They won a Big Ten title. Even in a bad Michigan season, they're going to win 9 or 10 games. Except, under Rich Rod, everything fell apart. Fans are not complaining. Yeah, you got debates between the McNamara people and the McCarthy people. Yes, you have that, but that's not like a revolt or anything like that. So, everything Michigan wants, maybe not what you want, but everything Michigan wants is happening. So they're not going to announce JJ as the quarterback today. They may do it if they feel that he is clearly. This has to be like a boxing match. If you're the challenger, in order to win a boxing match, you got to knock out the champion. JJ's got to knock out Cade to win the job. Now, he could do it, but it's going to be in practice, things that we don't see, things the media doesn't see. The coaches are going to make that decision. And in my mind, JJ's got to knock out Cade McNamara in practice in order to win the job. Now, can he do that?
I think so. If given an opportunity. Again, Harbaugh comes from the traditional, I'm riding my guy. The guy that showed success is my guy. How do you tell your Big Ten winning quarterback which he is? We're starting a sophomore over you after you just won a Big Ten title. When the reality is, look, Cade, last season was special. Thank you so much for what you did. I'm going to need you to mentor this kid because he's the future of this program and we need to do what's best for the program. You bench JJ, good luck finding another 5-star quarterback. Good luck.